For the professional. Okay, here we go. Stand for the professional.
Dr. DeCure. And please remain standing for our welcome and invocation. Hello, everyone. I am so delighted to welcome you both in person and virtually to our 2021 Commencement celebration. It is such a pleasure to celebrate with our class of 2021 and your friends and family on this very, very special occasion. And we are so delighted to be here. I am personally delighted to welcome you all here, whether you are here in person, whether you are joining us virtually, to celebrate a truly amazing graduating class. Our students did such an exceptional job of following safety guidelines, which allowed us to remain together for our whole semester and academic year. So thank you for continuing that care for our campus community. Now I welcome to the podium for our invocation our Muskingum University chaplain, the Reverend Julia Wright.
Please join me in prayer. God of journeys, as we celebrate an ending, open our eyes to each new beginning. Help us to look back on the beautiful things we have seen and done at our time at Muskingum and guide our graduates as they look towards the future. Help us set aside the regrets and struggles and find gratitude for the people we have become. We give you thanks for those who are able to gather with us this morning, and we remember those who are unable to join us. Remind each of us that even though we might be separated, they are still with us in spirit. We give thanks this morning for the devotion of our teachers and staff who have invested so much time and energy into our students, preparing them for what is next. We give thanks for the perseverance and commitment of our students, for their hard work and determination to never stop learning, never stop working, and achieving such a wonderful day. Help us be present in this moment. Let us live into this exciting morning. Fill each of us with gladness, love, and hope for the future.
Please be seated. While the last year and a half has had a powerful impact on all of us, it certainly did not define the class of 2021. For 4 or more years, you have shared your exceptional gifts with us. You are scholars, you are artists, writers, musicians, athletes, actors, community servants, and leaders. You have made your mark on our Muskingum University community and beyond. This is your day, and we celebrate with you. And we know that you would not have succeeded in these endeavors without the support of your families and your friends who are joining us today, either in person or virtually. Congratulations to you, family members and friends, and thank you for supporting and encouraging your loved one through each milestone along the way to getting their bachelor's degree. We share your tremendous pride in each one of these students. I would like you to now please join me in thanking all the family and friends, both here in the auditorium and joining us virtually, for their exceptional support. Class of 2021, the heart of your education at Muskingum is the way you have engaged with our university faculty and staff. They have taught you, challenged you, inspired you, guided you, and today they honor you. With the Muskingum University faculty and staff, Please stand if you are able and be recognized. So we are now going to be moving right into hearing from our commencement speaker via video. And we are hearing from Mr. Daryl Hazel. He will first receive an honorary Doctor of Humane Letters degree conferred by our Board of Trustees Chair, Dr. Kim Gage Rothermel. And then he will share some thoughts with our graduates. So please put your attention to our video board for your commencement address. Delighted to introduce our 2021 commencement speaker, Mr. Daryl Hazel, a member of the Muskingum class of 1986 and a member of our Athletic Hall of Fame. Daryl Hazel is an inspiring example of the impact an individual can have as a coach, educator, and leader. His commitment to excellence and to mentoring others is evident in his own accomplishments and those of the students, athletes, and colleagues whose lives he has touched. We are proud to honor him today with a Doctor of Humane Letters degree. I now invite the chair of the Muskingum University Board of Trustees, Dr. Kim Gage Rothermel, to join me in conferring this honorary degree.
Thank you, Dr. Hassler. Whereas Daryl Hazel, a member of the Muskingum class of 1986 and the Muskingum University Athletic Hall of Fame, has impacted the world as a coach, mentor, educator, and student advocate. And whereas Daryl Hazel led a distinguished coaching career for more than 3 decades, serving at the collegiate and professional level, including as assistant head coach at The Ohio State University, head coach at Kent State University and at Purdue University, and wide receivers coach for the NFL's Minnesota Vikings. And whereas Daryl Hazel shared his knowledge and guided and encouraged his players on the football field and beyond in their study habits, campus life conduct, and community impact. And whereas Daryl Hazel's impact on his colleagues led his peers to honor him as the Mid-American Conference Coach of the Year. And whereas Daryl Hazel serves Muskingum as a dedicated member of the university's Board of Trustees with leadership and stewardship that impacts the Muskingum students of today and tomorrow. Therefore, be it now resolved by the Muskingum University Board of Trustees on this, the 7th day of May, 2021, that the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters be conferred upon Daryl Hazel. President.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the State of Ohio and the Board of Trustees of Muskingum University, I do hereby confer upon you, Daryl Hazel, the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto. Ladies and gentlemen, I am honored to present to you Dr. Daryl Hazel.
Thank you so much for this honor. Hello, class of 2021. Thank you so much for allowing me to share this very special occasion with you. See, I was you 35 years ago, sitting in those same seats, thinking those same thoughts, and having those same feelings and emotions, those feelings of sadness that when is the next time I'm going to see my classmates again? Those feelings of happiness and joy that we've accomplished so much in such a short period of time, whether it was in the classroom or on the athletic field. And those feelings of anxiety, anxiousness, am I ready? Am I prepared? Let not your heart be troubled. You are ready. Let me share a little secret with you that you probably already know. You've had great leadership in the last 4 years with your president. President Hassler has kept you learning and growing through some of the toughest of times. She cares about you deeply, not only as a student, but also as a person. Your professors, your mentors, your classmates, your teammates, your coaches, and your family have all had a part in what's to come for you. See, what's very unique about the last 4 years and the next 40 years is there's a greatness inside of you that you don't even know about until it's asked to be revealed. Back in 2007, my 6-year-old son asked me to build him a treehouse. Prior to that moment, I hadn't built anything. So I started looking around the house, and I'm gathering all the scrap material, the scrap wood and the metal and the nails and the screws and the brackets. I collect all these scrap materials. I take them out back. I lay them in the yard. And the very first thing that I notice is that nothing looks the same. There's 4 different colors of wood, rusted nails, bent screws, brackets that are L-shaped, some were T-shaped. And the question I asked myself was, how can I add value to all of these individual pieces to make something special? So I went to work. I took the strongest pieces of wood. I didn't care what they looked like. I put them together, and I built the floor, the foundation. And then I proceeded to put the walls on. And then I finished with the back wall and then the front wall. It started taking form, started taking shape. And then I just realized that I wasn't quite sure how I was going to put the roof on. So I walked two doors down to my neighbor's house, who happened to be a contractor, and I knocked on his door. I said, "Hey, Frank, I need some help. I need some advice. See, I'm building this tree house, and I'm not quite sure how to put the roof on." He says, "I'm going to do better than just give you some advice. I'm going to come over. I'm going to help you build your roof." So Frank comes on over. He brings over 2 boxes of shingles from a previous job, and we go to work. We start to put the roof on, and right about the time we start hammering those shingles on, the skies open up. The rain starts to fall. It starts to storm. It's lightning. And Frank and I stayed up there for 45 minutes hammering those shingles. And at the time we finished, the clouds parted. The sun popped out, and there it was, a beautiful tree house. We kind of looked at each other. Frank looked at me and smiled and said, "Hey, good luck getting that house up into the tree." See, I hadn't thought about it, how I was going to lift a 300-pound tree house off the ground into the tree. So I went inside, I sat down at the kitchen table, I grabbed the yellow pages, and I started fishing through those. And I kept making these phone calls, and I was getting rejected from all of these heavy equipment companies. And I was racking my brain. I thought about calling my players up, having them come over, lift the treehouse up while I set the post on each of the corners. And then I decided that's probably not a good idea. And at that time, my son walked over to me. He looked at me. He looked back outside at the treehouse, turned and looked at me, and in his infinite wisdom said, "Daddy, that's not a treehouse. That's just a house." So out of frustration, I hop in my car, and I'm riding around the neighborhood, and bang, there it is. There it is, at a construction site, a forklift. I was so excited. It was a new build, a contract of apartment complexes. I hop out of the car, and I start knocking on doors, trying to find the project manager. After the 6th house, I find the project manager, and I asked him, "Hey, can you help me out?" I said, "I have a tree house that I need to be picked off the ground and put up into the tree." He says, "I have a guy. He's not here today, but he'll be back tomorrow. He's in court." I said, "I'll be back first thing tomorrow morning." The next morning, I show back up. The contractor greets me. He introduces me to Jim. Jim and I start talking about the project, and Jim says, "I absolutely can lift that tree house up." I said, "Jim, what's your story?" Jim said, "I was just released from prison 3 weeks ago. I'm not a bad guy, but I did a bad thing, and I need a second chance." I said, I get it, Jim. Jim said, I can lift that treehouse up, but there's one problem. I'm not allowed to drive this heavy equipment on that major highway. I said, Jim, give me a second. I step away from Jim. I make a phone call. I stay on the call for about 3 to 4 minutes. I come back. I said, Jim, we're all set. Let's go. He's still very apprehensive because Jim wants to do the right thing. I said, Jim, hop on your forklift. I'll get behind you in my car. I'll put my flashers on. We'll go down Route 3. You get to the first road, you take a left. You get to the second road, you take a right. I'll swing around you and I'll lead you up into my house. Jim says, okay, very, very apprehensively. So we hop on Route 3. We're going down. 3 cars are passing us. Jim takes the first left, and then he takes the first right. I pull around him, and I lead him up into my driveway. Jim's a champion. Jim went right to work. He went over to the tree house. He put his forks underneath, and he slowly raised that tree house up. And once he got to about 10 feet, a police officer pulled into my driveway. You could tell Jim got increasingly nervous as he worked, but he continued. I grabbed those 4 posts. I set those posts in the ground. We fastened that tree house to those posts, and it was solid. Jim backed away, and then he started stepping down off of his forklift. The police officer started walking over to us. We exchanged greetings. He looked right at Jim and said, Jim, my name is Officer Ron. How would you like an escort back to your construction site? Then Officer Ron looked at the treehouse and said, that's a beautiful treehouse. Your son's going to love it. See, there's something very special about building a treehouse that we all can learn. 5 things. 1, at some point in time in your life, someone's going to ask you to do something you've never done before. Put your head down. Go to work. Make sure you understand that there's going to be problems along the way, and you solve those problems as you go along. Number 2, and this speaks dearly to my heart, you must go out of your way to find value in people. I don't care what they look like, where they're from, what their issues were or are. You have to find value and uplift and empower people. It doesn't cost you a thing. 3rd, you're going to need help at some point in time. Don't be afraid, don't be ashamed to ask for help. You can get help anywhere for anything. 4th, this world has been built on people with second chances. Make sure you extend those opportunities to people that need second chances. And then lastly, you got to have fun. It's going to be a tough road for the next 40 years, but enjoy every step of the way. You're going to have great times. You're going to have hard times where you're up on that roof and you're hammering in a storm, but have fun. Class of 2021 Muskies, we are so proud of you. Congratulations and good luck.
What a wonderful message for the class of 2021 and for all of us as we celebrate this next step in the journey. And now I'm pleased to share a beautiful video recording sung by our Muskingum University Concert Choir, led by Dr. Tim Sarseny. This musical presentation is a powerful celebration of the resiliency and creativity of our campus community, captured in visual images and in song. Please join me in enjoying this beautiful rendition. I find that to be such a moving reminder of the many ways in which this community continued to engage in academics, the arts, athletics, leadership, and just plain fun throughout the past year. I want to thank our concert choir, I want to thank our wind ensemble, and our entire music department for making beautiful music throughout this year, an important part of our resilience and our creativity. As we celebrate our class of 2021 today, we also celebrate 6 members of the Muskingum faculty who are retiring from their active teaching careers this year. And you will see some slides that we will show their pictures here today. Dr. Deepamali V. Pereira, Associate Professor of Chemistry, served Muskingum for 32 years, joining the faculty in 1989. Dr. Linda I. Rockness, Professor of Education, served Muskingum for 19 years, joining the faculty in 2002. Dr. David Tabachnik, Professor of Sociology, served Muskingum for 18 years, joining the faculty in 2003. Dr. Vivian A. Wagner, Associate Professor of English, served Muskingum also for 18 years, joining the faculty in 2003 as well. Dr. Franz Josef Vahaga, Professor of German, has served Muskingum for 30 years, joining the faculty in 1991. And Mr. Joseph W. Wilson, Associate Professor of Accounting, served Muskingum for 34 years, joining the faculty in 1987. The impact which these individuals have had on the students in their classrooms, on their colleagues here at Muskingum throughout their academic disciplines is both inspiring and immeasurable. And I know I speak for everyone in our Muskingum community when I say to those who are retiring that we will miss your presence on campus. We thank you for the extraordinary role you have played in the lives of our students and our university. I now invite our provost, Dr. Nancy Evangelista, to come forward and recognize those faculty members who are 2021 award recipients for exceptional teaching, scholarship, and service.
Thank you, President Hassler, and good morning, everyone. Each year since 1985, Muskingum has bestowed 3 awards to recognize exceptional merit among the university faculty. Faculty members are nominated by their peers, and the winners are chosen by the 3 recipients of the prior year's faculty awards. This year's winners are Dr. Anna Kerberg, Associate Professor of Psychology, who received the William Oxley Thompson Award for Excellence in Teaching. This award is named in honor of William Oxley Thompson, a graduate of the class of 1878, who served as a transformational president of both Miami University of Ohio and The Ohio State University. Next, Dr. Laura Hilton, Professor of History, is the 2021 recipient of the William Rainey Harper Award for Outstanding Scholarship. This award is named in honor of New Concord native and Muskie class of 1870 graduate William Rainey Harper, who became the founding president of the University of Chicago. Dr. Danny Ingold, who is the Homer A. Anderson Distinguished Professor of Natural Science at Muskingum, received the Cora I. Orr Faculty Service Award. This award is named in honor of Cora I. Orr, a Muskingum faculty member and administrator who served the university and its students for 4 decades. These professors represent the best of Muskingum: inspired teaching, impactful scholarship, and dedicated service. Please join me in recognizing Dr. Kerberg, Dr. Hilton, and Dr. Ingold. Congratulations once again.
now, on to the moment we have all been waiting for, Provost Evangelista. Let's begin the presentation of the class of 2021 candidates for degrees.
Okay. So, will the candidates for the Bachelor of Arts degree please stand? Madam President, these candidates have completed all the requirements as set by the faculty for the Bachelor of Arts degree. The faculty has recommended and the Board of Trustees has approved the granting of these degrees.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the State of Ohio and the Muskingum University Board of Trustees, I do hereby confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Arts with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto. Congratulations.
You may be seated. And now, will the candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree please stand? Madam President, these candidates have completed all of the requirements as set forth by the faculty for the Bachelor of Science degree. The faculty has recommended and the Board of Trustees has approved the granting of these degrees.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the State of Ohio and by the Board of Trustees of Muskingum University, I do hereby confer upon you the Bachelor of Science degree with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto. Congratulations.
You may be seated. And will the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree please stand? Madam President, these candidates have completed all of the requirements as set by the faculty for the Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. The faculty has recommended and the Board of Trustees has approved the granting of these degrees.
And by virtue of the authority vested in me by the State of Ohio and the Board of Trustees of Muskingum University, I do hereby confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Science in Nursing with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto. Congratulations. Will the class of 2021 members who are here please rise if you are able and face the side of the audience where your family and friends are sitting. I proudly present to you the members of the class of 2021.
You may be seated. And I now invite the recipients of the degrees of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, and Bachelor of Science in Nursing to come forward to receive your diplomas, which will be presented to you by President Hassler. Families, please remain seated as we are unable to accommodate movement to the stage to take photos due to social distancing. Instead, we have a photographer who will be taking photos as your graduate descends the stage.
Please do feel free, however, to cheer as they cross the stage because this is a day to celebrate.
Great. All right. Anthony Hugo. Sarah A. Irvin, magna cum laude. Lauren R. Johnson-Ware, magna cum laude. Jennifer Johnston, cum laude. Sienna Deline Jones. William R. Jones. Sarah Maylee Jordan, summa cum laude. Ryohei Kuwara, cum laude. Lauren Elizabeth Kennedy, magna cum laude. Sarah Jane Kennedy. Rachel Kelbasa, summa cum laude. Nicholas Shane Kleinfelter. Elena Kozalik. Laura Elizabeth Krupp. Tracy Lambert. Sarah Landis. Jessica R. Loris, summa cum laude. Corey Leonard. Casey Lepla, magna cum laude. Kylie Lepla, summa cum laude. Emma Catherine Lewis, cum laude. Bryce James Lillibridge. Amanda Helen Logan, cum laude. Caroline Marie Lowe. Christian Manna. Nick Manaccio, cum laude. Sydney Martin, summa cum laude. Hannah Rochelle Matheny, summa cum laude. Sarah Adrienne McKinich, cum laude. Jocelyn Amber McBurney Buell, summa cum laude. Thomas C. McCauley. Jalen Mead. Hannah M. Miller, magna cum laude. Marlon Milligan. Jacob Milner, cum laude. Cole A.R. Montervino. Emily Elizabeth Montgomery, summa cum laude. Kathleen R. Montgomery, magna cum laude. Liam Mooney. Mason Moorhead, summa cum laude. Caden Mumau. Cameron John Carl Neer. Jonah Michael Neff. Gavin T. Newton, cum laude. Caitlin Noble. Macy Alexandra Parks, summa cum laude. Brianna Pasco, summa cum laude. Jarrett C. Patton. Shelby Lane Peden, cum laude. Kirsten Don Pierce, magna cum laude. Michaela Dawn Pierce. Matthew Pollock, cum laude. Andrew Glenn Price, summa cum laude. Alexis Brianne Pyers. Jacob Todd Reed, summa cum laude. Trevor Renz, cum laude. Ryan Allen Reynolds. Casey Ann Reininger, cum laude. Darian Kylie Rockhold. Christine Renee Rossiter. Rebecca A. Rutter. Tyler Lewis Schmidt. Joshua Schwab. Justin Allen Schwab. Zachary C. Scott. Jamie Seacrest, cum laude. John Trenton Shepard. Matthew Schumar. Andrea Siders. Madison Helen Sikorsky, magna cum laude. Mackenzie Simmons, magna cum laude. Levi Sims. Dalton D. Navarra. Matthew Cleland Stewart, magna cum laude. It has been a joy and a privilege to be together in this space for commencement today. Not all of our graduates are able to be with us today, including our international students who completed their senior year online, and those whose personal circumstances meant that they were unable to come to New Concord today. But all of these graduates are also with us in thought and spirit, and I would like to now read their names so that they can be honored at today's ceremony. Jennifer L. Host, Yozaburo Igari, Hannah Jenkins, summa cum laude, Zihao Jian, Gary Lee Kinney Jr., cum laude. Kelly Kinsey, Angel Knowlton. Rose Lecken, summa cum laude. Dunchi Ling. Yibo Lee. David Lindsay. Drew Donovan Lowry. Keijo Ma. Ming-Chen Ma, summa cum laude. Jessie Suzanne McDonald, magna cum laude. Nicholas McInturf. William A. Mitchell Jr., magna cum laude. Callie Michelle Monea. Jace B. Morris. Kaylee Morrison. Allison Mudgett, cum laude. Shiori Murakami, cum laude. Alexis Renee Nelson. Kanari Dave Patel. Wenpei Peng. Jennifer Nicole Pinkerman. Erica J. Pontius. Jonathan Alexander Primes. Min Chu, summa cum laude. Morgan Dawn Raber, magna cum laude. Ashton Ray. Michael D. Reese. Raphael Jordan Reynolds. Laura K. Richardson, summa cum laude. Kylie J. Rack, summa cum laude. Asad Sadiq. Marissa M. Schaefer, summa cum laude. Alina Lee Schroeder, cum laude. Gabriel Shelter, summa cum laude. And Fangzhou Shi. So I hope that they've been listening and watching on our live stream. And I would like to hear a wonderful, resounding, thundering applause for all of our graduates with us today and those of us in distance.
So class of 2021, please rise. You're the ones who have to stand up and sit down through this whole ceremony, right? Now that you have crossed the podium, it is time to change your tassels because you are officially graduates. So please switch your tassels from the right side to the left on your mortarboards, many of which are very beautifully decorated, by the way. And congratulations to each one of you as a graduate and now an alum of Muskingum University. One more round of applause. You may be seated. I am now going to be inviting graduating senior Zoe Stenson to come to the podium to address her classmates. Zoe is the senior class representative, the former president of the Student Senate, and she completed the new leadership program at The Ohio State University. She is the president of the History Club, she is a member and president of the Chi Alpha Nu sorority, and she served as the senior homecoming chair. Zoe is also active in the Women in Politics Club, the Lambda Sigma Honorary, the Omicron Delta Kappa Honorary, and the Phi Alpha Theta Honorary. She graduates today with a major in history and minors in gender studies, marketing, and art. Zoe really exemplifies the fine, broad-based liberal arts tradition and leadership tradition at Muskingum University. And I am delighted to invite her to address our senior class today.
Good morning to my fellow 2021 graduates. I offer an enormous congratulations to each of you. I extend my congratulations also to your parents, guardians, families, and friends. They share in our achievement. And I congratulate the faculty and staff who gave you the knowledge and support, walking beside you on this road to this great moment. It is a proud day for them as well. I want to offer my most sincere gratitude to President Hassler, Provost Evangelista, the administration, Board of Trustees, and Commencement Planning Committee. As freshmen, graduation felt guaranteed. The past year has proven that literally anything can happen, and we never know what tomorrow brings. So thank you to everyone who worked so hard to make this in-person graduation commencement happen. It means everything to us who are sitting here today. Next, I want to thank all of the Muskingum professors, staff, coaches, and advisors. You have been our rock through these 4 years, and we wouldn't have been able to walk across the stage without any of you. I also want to thank Student Life. I've had the pleasure to work with all of you. Each and every one of you are so crucial to the functioning of this campus, and I hope you know how much we truly appreciate everything that you have done for us. Lastly, I want to thank everyone who has been here for us along the way. Our friends, our family, our Greek brothers and sisters, our coworkers, and the ladies in the bait shop. We thank you for being here with us today to share and celebrate this very special moment as we move from being undergraduates into this highly honored and special title of Graduate of Muskingum University. When I look back at our 4 years here at Muskingum, there are so many amazing things I remember. Our class was one of the last to use the Thomas Dining Hall and among the first to use the brand new Patton Dining Hall. We welcomed so many new clubs to campus, such as Farming Advocates of Muskingum, Sisters of Hugh, and the Bird Club. We volunteered our time, we studied through long nights for big exams, and spent months working to perfect our capstones. We also drank lots of Chapman's coffee and Polar Pops, both of which are efficient types of fuel for muskies. We also experienced some not so great things together. We mourned the loss of our beloved alumna, Annie Castor Glenn. We were there for each other through breakups, loss of family and friends, tests that didn't go so well, and the dreaded parking tickets from campus police. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Oh yeah, we earned our bachelor's degrees in a pandemic. I don't want to spend too much time talking about the pandemic, however, because this is our time. But I do want to remind all of you, my fellow classmates, that you should be so proud of yourself for sitting here today. Completing college is an incredible accomplishment. Now think of completing all of those requirements through the barriers that the last year has thrown at us. In my eyes, we completed the Mario Kart Rainbow Road covered in banana peels of college degrees. So as we leave here today, we will all be going our separate ways, but there is one thing that will always keep us connected, the long magenta line. I want you all to remember that life is not a race. Do not compare your accomplishments and successes to your peers. You were born to live different lives at different paces. Your success will rise indefinitely because the limit does not exist. You are more than capable of changing the world and overcoming life's very unexpected obstacles. The possibilities to what you will accomplish are endless. So to my fellow classmates, the Muskingum University class of 2021, as you leave us for your wonderful careers and lives, I hope that you continue to develop the character that will allow you to act with great honor and discipline in times of hardship. And if you worry that you may not be able to live up to the expectation that is expected of you, or that you expect of yourself, I hope you remember that you have a Muskingum education. You know so much, and you've achieved so much. You have a support system which loves you very much. You all have grown in multiple dimensions, and you are more than ready for life. Malcolm X said, "Education is our passport for the future, for tomorrow belongs to the people who prepare for it today." You all have prepared for 4 years now, and your tomorrow is never ending. So go into the world and do great things. I wish you all the best of luck in your journeys to come. Congratulations to the class of 2021.
Thank you, Zoe. It has been a delight to work with you in many leadership roles, and especially in our commencement planning. So thank you. That was lovely. A few moments ago, you heard about the 2021 recipients of Muskingum's highest faculty honors for teaching, scholarship, and service. Here to present the faculty's charge to the graduating class is Dr. Kakoa Kaluhio Kalani, Associate Professor of English and the 2020 recipient of the William Oxley Thompson Award for Excellence in Teaching. Dr. Kalani joined the Muskingum faculty in 2006. He teaches, among other things, British literature, world literature, and serves as coordinator of our Arts and Humanities Study Abroad program, guiding our students to destinations all over the world. I am pleased to now invite to the podium Dr. Kekoa Kalani.
Class of 2021. At some point, you have heard about the long magenta line, the roster of Muskingum graduates who went forth, shined brightly, and made this university proud. In the visible spectrum, magenta exists midway between blue and red. It is the color of balance and opposite ends meeting halfway. But curiously, magenta has no wavelength. It's a product of mind and imagination, the expression of the human desire to seek and to create beauty. Today, you join that line, and so we gift you this colorful charge. Think of the long magenta line as a ribbon of energy, infinitely elastic, ablaze with the energy of this institution. On one end of the line, will forever anchor you to these hills and these halls. The other end is a beacon to brighten the lives of those you serve and serve with. It is a badge that proclaims, I am a Muskingum graduate. I'm here to help. Like magenta, let the title Muskingum graduate be a synonym for the spirit of balance and compromise, of imagination and finding beauty. May you Muskingumize the world wherever you go and with whomever you meet. And may you wrap the globe in the enlightening glow of your magenta lines. We love you. We will miss you. Be good. Make us proud. Congratulations.
Thank you, Kekoa, for those beautiful remarks, beautiful visual images, and for your dedication to Muskingum University and to each one of our students. I am now delighted to invite our board chair, Dr. Kim Gage Rothermel, to deliver the charge from the Board of Trustees to our class of 2021. So Dr. Rothermel graduated in 1971 from Muskingum University. She's been a trustee since 1997 and became our board chair in 2019. We are so grateful for her committed leadership and for all those who serve on our Muskingum University Board of Trustees. Dr. Rothermel.
Thank you, Dr. Hassler. On behalf of the Muskingum University Board of Trustees, congratulations to the class of 2021 and to your families and friends. We applaud you for your resiliency, creativity, and outstanding efforts in the face of the unique challenges of the 2021 academic year. At the beginning of this commencement service, you, the class of 2021, were Muskingum students, and now you are Muskingum alumni. Leo Buscaglia said that change is the end result of all true learning. As you leave with your degrees, we know that you are changed, now more than ever prepared to effect positive change in the lives of those around you, in your families, your work, your states, the nation, and even the world. We look forward to your talents, enthusiasm, and dedication as you go forward within the Muskingum alumni community and beyond. My charge to you is from Kerry, Washington. Your life is your story, and the adventure ahead of you is the journey to fill your own purpose and potential. Congratulations again, Muskingum University, class of 2021. We wish you all the best.
Thank you, Dr. Rothermel, for the wise words for our class of 2021. And we are now nearing the end of our celebration. I thank you all for being here, and I'm going to ask the class of 2021 to rise. You will have a charge from the university. We will sing the alma mater and end with a benediction. Members of the Muskingum University class of 2021, in the words of Amanda Gorman, our National Youth Poet Laureate, when day comes, we step out of the shade, aflame and unafraid. The new dawn blooms as we free it, for there is always light, if only we're brave enough to see it, if only we're brave enough to be it. Class of 2021, be aflame and unafraid and be the light. Congratulations and many, many blessings. I now invite the rest of the audience to rise as you are able, as our graduating senior, Caitlin Thomas, will sing the alma mater, All Hail, Hail Muskingum, which is printed in your program. When she's finished, Reverend Wright will offer the benediction. Then we are asking all graduates and audience members to be seated and remain seated until your section is dismissed. Caitlin.
All hail Muskingum, glorious alma mater, thy loyal children come to do thee honor. Life more abundant, thou to us hast given. Hail, alma mater, hail.
Graduates, receive one final blessing. May you be blessed always with the light of knowledge, so that you may go into the world and shine. May you be blessed with resilience, so that you may go into the world unafraid. May you be blessed with hope, so that you might go into the world and share it. May you be blessed with hearts of service, so that you might go and make the world a better place. Graduates, as you leave this place, remember us as we will remember and cherish you. May you rejoice, find deep fulfillment and life abundant. Go in peace and go in joy. Amen, and please be seated.
Hail!